All right, everybody. Well, hello and welcome to Season 2, Seal League. That is to say, redundancy, but Seal, Seasonal Echo Arena League, Season 2. This is the draft. I'm Palidore, being joined by Minihat, and we're being joined by a whole lot of captains here in the Discord on these channels. Minnie, how's it going?
It's great, Palidore. This is my first time doing this type of an auction here, and I'm super excited to see how it's going to go. Just got informed of all the rules and checking everything out. Looks like we have, players with all different amounts of cash here that they're going to be bidding on some very familiar faces. If you've been watching the VR Master League, as you and I both have over the last couple of seasons.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's been fun. A lot of stuff going on here in this off season, including the start here of Seal and this draft. So we're not going to waste too much time. We're going to open it up here shortly and get the nominations out here for our bids on these auctions. So with that said, suppose we're ready to just go down the list. We got the order of nominations there on the bidding channel for those captains here on the Discord. And yeah, I guess we're able to start. Trespassing is first. Can name the player, and in the meantime, drag away this overlay here, the less fancy way, because I don't have my normal assets. Anyways, all right, here we go.
Right, so if you're watching this VOD someday in the future, the format is we're going to have a nomination round, and each captain will nominate a player for bidding, and then we will go through and captains will have the opportunity to bid on players. And right now the nominations have started to come in.
Yeah, so Trespassing nominates Jack G there. Next up is Jay. And so, yeah, with Seal, it's good to have these community tournaments going on. Good to be here casting stuff. It's kind of telling Minnie just before, as happens every off season, I kind of sit here without casts to do, and it inevitably screws up my schedule pretty hardcore. So I've been a little bit MIA in the Discord the last couple weeks, mainly because I've had no energy for much of anything. But I'm high energy now because, well, we got some more matches to cast now for Seal. We have the Conquest series. We have lots of Charity Cup coming up. I mean, lots of stuff. We see there, Cruisin' was selected by Jay for the nomination, that is. Again, this is not the bids yet, but this is kind of nominating on who will be bid upon among that player pool.
Got some big names dropping here, Palidore. Right here in round one, this is going to be an exciting round of bids. Got Cruisin', Game himself, Oculusator. This is going to be a high stakes round. I'm expecting to see a couple of budgets blown on these players who are just capable of carrying a team.
Yeah, last season of Seal, we saw a lot of kind of top-heavy bidding going on. It made things very interesting. I'm kind of curious to see if captains this time around how they manage their money pool, and also just how it ends up working because of the fact that we do have this nomination kind of style first, where we just go through the list of who's being nominated before instead of last time around it was just kind of up and down the whole player pool. So now it can it's basically a random order of sorts going on here. I mean, to a degree, but we're seeing a lot of big names. You're right, Cyanide there. From Dipman, we saw a game from Mr. Nate Bro. Rocktor nominating Oculusator. We have Dylan saying Jazz Hands. Saluna from Kung. Strembitsky as well. King Crispy from Lulls Are the Best and Desirable. So a lot of again, the big names coming in. Good to see, I guess, all the familiar faces here participating in multiple leagues across the game.
We got Meatballer 90. Yeah, I had a kind of short list of great players that I expected to see a lot of contest over, and I have to say that probably a third or half of those names have already come up. So this is going to be one of the biggest rounds right here, and now we add Zach W to that mix. Another one of these fantastic players who's probably going to draw a lot of eyes and a lot of bids.
And now I'm seeing Dylan adjusting there. It's Kaznaz, not Jazz Hands. Autocorrect, our best friend. So the Moose with Big Bot there. On the nomination, Zach W, of course, as you mentioned. We already have about half of Spagoodles up there. I guess even more than that, counting yourself. So, yeah. See, Stuff Muff nominating Skyla. Chucky Joseph with Mojolly.
All right, so that's probably about halfway through the nominations here. And let's see if we're going to get even more big names.
Yeah, we got now Moonface from Sugar Fluff. Auctioneer laying down the smack on out of order folk. That's all right. All right, Caesar with Callan as well. Got Tony Time typing. TTT, Trouble in Terrorist Town. Late Toast now on the nominations. And VTS King over there from, you can see it on the bottom of your screen, Ignite. The stats currently not up, but when they are, they'll be powered by Ignite.
Oh my goodness, Palidore, this is going to be an insane round.
Yeah, I'm already losing it. Shepard here nominated from Quotai. Now, a better auctioneer would have also had the list up just so I could tell you exactly where we are on the list, but can't do that. Maybe Minihat could in a minute or something, but I can't scroll up, otherwise the chat gets all lost for the stream, so I'm now chained.
We just had Quotai, so we still have about maybe 8 more captains to go here.
All right. So moving things on along, and looks like Shaken is up next, according to our good auctioneer. I like the... Oh, it's a seal. For some reason, I didn't even recognize that as a seal logo because of that hat. I just thought it was some... on that note, I need to get me some new glasses. I'm realizing that as of the last couple weeks. I think too much staring at the screen in VRML matches all season long made me more blind over the course of the last couple months.
Yeah, the little auctioneer seal's got his hat on there. Definitely, I would never be one to miss a hat.
Oh no.
I think Kaznaz has already been nominated.
Yeah, that was that typo nomination earlier up that was fixed, so that is a yeah, kind of a repeat there. So apparently Shaken not in the area.
Moonface also already nominated. All right.
Going once, going twice. Okay,
there we go.
Artie. There we go. All right, now Isolate throwing out Zenith and his name up there now on the nominations. Start winding down here.
All right, you know, on my big names list here, we're missing Ryan, we're missing Ender, and maybe a few others. But this is almost all of the, you know, the premium players that I'm expecting to go for entire budgets here. They have all come up in this round one.
Yeah, for sure. And it's, you know, one of those things
And
too where it's curious about the again the overall strategy here too. I mean, you would expect to see big names up there going first on nominations, but again, this, because it's not the bidding per se right now, I'm curious just to see the different variety. I mean, you could really go with all kinds of different names. Of course, it would be pertinent to throw out names there that you do have intention of voting for, otherwise, or bidding on, otherwise, you know, could come back to bite you.
Yeah, I don't expect we're gonna see any players pass up this round. One of the cool things about this Seal league is there's going to be a substantial amount of strategy involved for the captains, not just about playing the game, but actually about how they manage their budget right now. This round could be critical to the success of a lot of teams. Like the actions that they take in the next few minutes here, Palidore, as we start the bidding, could be the deciding factor for these teams' success.
Yeah, absolutely. And just checking it out, I was apparently, yeah, almost 140 viewers on Twitch. How about that? I guess that's where I should have been looking for the chat. In any case, waiting for kind of a go-ahead here. We'll, once we're good to
Looks
go
like
for the auctions on the nominated players, looks like we're about set. So I'm gonna get those stats up for you in just a second.
The bidding has begun, perhaps on Jack G. Not quite.
All right, yeah, Jack G, and there you go. So, bidding will start, and let's go. So, bidding on Jack G, we got trespassing there with 100. So, 100 on Jack G so far, and again, better caster would be able to tell you exactly what the budget was, but it slipped my mind now. So, nonetheless, 120 now from Muser going once, 130 to trespassing now. 150 to Hecken, 200 now trespassing. All right, so moving on along, 200 mini so far, going once, perhaps. Who put 200 first? The trespassing there, so 200, 260 now trespassing, going once, going twice, and that's going to be sold, the trespassing. So, all right, Jack G, first up and first down.
Nice opening salvo with a number of bids from a few captains there for our man Jack G.
That's right, and we're going to move on now to the next one. Now this is, oh boy, it's going to be game. It's game.
We have 1,000 from Sir Dimwee. We're at 1,000. We're at 1,000 from Sir Dimwee.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but
can we get? We have 1050 from Dylan. 1050. Can we get 1100? 1100. We're at 1050. Can we get 1250 from Kung? Kung, you have to pay double. I don't know if that counts, my man. We got Stuff Muff, 1200. 1200 for game. We're at 1200. Can we get 1250? Anyone 1250? 1200 for game. The man who scored 42 points in a single game, if I'm not mistaken. This is the man you want on your team. Anyone more than 1200? That's the entire budget for a Master Tier team right now.
Well, you know, maybe a player worth breaking the bank on. You are talking about a champion, and you're talking about a person with a scoring record in VRML, and for that matter, pretty much all of competitive play, ESL, VRML, whatever the case is. I mean, high score can do a little bit, actually a lot bit of everything. So, with that said, looks like.
Do we have any more bids?
Yes.
I don't see any more bids. So going once, going twice. It will be Stuff Muff for 1200, who takes game.
And that's a big get for Stuff Muff.
That is a substantial fraction of his budget.
Yeah, and just checking it out now. So it looks like it is variable budgets from what I can tell here, depending on the order of the draft. So it starts. Stuff Muff had 1650 on the budget, so that is a significant portion of the budget. With that said, all right, we're going to get, I believe Cruisin's next, going to kind of wait on our good old auctioneer buddy in the chat there to officialize, but yeah. Yeah, so looking at it, has a, like, Stuff Muff had 1650, we had, it seems to vary kind of between around what 1250 is the lowest budget I see. Highest budget is 1900. So
that's correct, and we have some substantial. You want to take away Palidore? Looks like we're already up to 800 here on Cruisin'.
All right, so yeah, Cruisin' is going. I mean, 900 on the bids already. Trespassing leading the way with that. Going once, 900. Trespassing going twice, 910, says Jay, with a sad face, but trying to get something going here and get Cruisin' on the team. Now, that's going once to Jay. That's going twice to Jay. Looking like it's sold to Jay. 910. So, good pickup there, getting Cruisin'.
Jay with the 1250 budget. He's taking some big swings here to get that man Cruisin' on his team.
Yeah.
Now, Jay, a powerhouse of a player in his own right. So Jay Cruisin', this is already shaping up to be a pretty good team. If he can manage to finagle a couple of even middling players here, that's going to be a team to watch out for.
Yeah, absolutely. Interesting to see, though, again, kind of mentioned it before the bidding has started. Just wondering where it actually goes with some of these big budget players. Obviously, they're going to go for a high cost, but you just got to wonder over the course of these few rounds of bidding how that's going to play out, because do you go all in, especially in the first round of bidding? Do you go all in on your budget for a player, or do you go for the more balanced approach? That said, Oculusator is up next, so take it away.
All right, Oculusator, we're up to 800. I see 800 from Hecken. Quotai, that is just too much. I'm sorry. Chucky Joseph, 900. 900 for Oculusator. Anyone going to go higher than 900 for Oculusator? We have 900. Can we get 1,000? This man is on Team Spaghetti. I can tell you he is worth probably an entire budget. He can carry the team. 915 Trespassing. We have 915 from Trespassing for Oculusator. 930 Chucky Joseph. 1,000 from Dylan. Dylan, 1,000. Anyone higher than 1,000? Can we get 1,005 from Chucky Joseph? All right, we're going up in little bumps here, guys. I think we can do better than that. We're gonna let Chucky Joseph get this man for 1,005. I know that's your entire budget if you're a master player, but if you're not, some of you guys have almost twice this money in your budget. 1,010 Hecken. 1010 from Hecken. Can we get 1020? Can we get 1,100? Anything more?
Can we get 1,900?
Going twice. 1,100 from Dylan. Oculusator is at 1,100. This is the man that carried Team Spaghetti to 3rd place this season. Are we going to let this man go for 1,100? Going once. Going twice. Alright, it looks like sold to Dylan for 1,100. Oculusator will be joining Team Dylan.
Oh, there you go. Another big pickup, another big portion of budget being spent there. A lot of active hands, though, on the bids. And yeah, all right. So moving on in a few here. Team Spooky Scary Sealatons. Is that official? Because I like that. All right. So next up, I do believe Cyanide. If my order is to be believed. Perhaps. I'll let the auctioneer confirmed, however, and start that in a moment here. All right, there we go. So, Cyanide up on the table. There's the stats once again provided by Ignite. We've got early bids from Rocktor, Dip going up by the hundreds. Chucky with 400, 500 though to Quotai, 510, 530, 50 now. Halfway to the 600 mark. Let's go. Another 50 there. Nope, 630, so skipping right ahead. And just throwing up those numbers higher and higher to bid on Cyanide here. 630 Dipman, though, going once. 635, though, from Trespassing, so pushing it up just by a little bit. Now 640 to Diverting Rose, 645 Steel Sky, 50 now, 650 to Trespassing. Going once. 700 now to Dipman. So bumping it up yet again. And that's looking like maybe going once. 700 to Dipman, going twice. And nope, 710. Lil Guipo. And that is, again, on the table still. So Cyanide here up for play is at 710. It's going once now. Will Trespassing come up with another one? He will. 711. What a convenient store. 711. Going once. Going twice. And not allowed to do that, says Quotai. I'll believe him. Why not? Increments of 5, I think. Yeah, that's correct. All right, well, regardless, 710 then to Guipo going once. 15 to Dipman, though. 715. There we go. So 715 to Dipman going once now. Cyanide up on the table going twice. And sold. Dipman will take Cyanide for 715 of his Echo Bucks.
So around half of his budget. I think Dipman has a budget of 1,500. So we're still getting some heavy hitting sales here. And this is exactly what I expected, Palidore. This round one is going to be one of these, probably the biggest money rounds, as it should be, that we see. These team captains, I know a few guys probably holding back here to see if the bidding cools down a little bit. All right, we're bidding on Saluna now, already up to 1,000.
Where's Dimwee?
1,000. Yeah, Dimwee would be happy for this right now. All right, we're at 1,000 from Hecken. Can we get anything higher than 1,000? 1,000 for one of the best shots in the game. 1,050 from Kung. I think Kung actually can do that. All right, Kung is up to at 1,050. Does Kung have any players yet? I think he can bid that, right?
King Kong. Yeah, I believe so. I know.
Kung will have 200 left. All right. Kung has put the bid. 1050. Kung is laying down the law. Is Saluna going to Kung? Are you guys going to let this man get away with that? We don't need Kung and Saluna on the same team. Dimwee is absolutely right. This is going to be a disaster. Are you guys going to let this happen? Team captains, this is your chance to stop the Kung Saluna team from happening. Selkoid, 1060. All right, Kung, do you have an answer? 1065. We got 1065. Can we get 1070? That is 170. 1075 from Selkoid. 1080 from Kung. Kung is going all in on Saluna. This man is not going to have a team. He doesn't need a team. Saluna and Kung will take all comers. 1090 from Selkoid. Sugar Fluff. 1090. Can we get 1100? 1095 for Kung. 1095. Can we get 1100? Can we get 1100 for Saluna? Going once. Going twice. Saluna goes to Team Kung for 1095.
Wow. All I gotta say, yeah, there's been a few of these now, thousand buck bids and higher. Not a surprise to see that one there. I mean, we've had Game for 1200, Oculus Later 1100, and now Saluna with nearly 12 there for the highest so far. So big numbers for sure. And Kung's going to be very happy to get Saluna on the team, but now the question is, what are those other 2 slots going to look like?
And it looks like we are bidding on Kaznaz right now.
Oh, that we are. So moving right along, Kaznaz here. Coming back on Redshift. It's last season kind of as a sub towards the end there, and, well, played amazingly, and now is seeing similarly amazing results here on the bids. It's 905, Chucky leading the way so far. 910, Lil Guipo. 915 to Sugar Fluff, wanting Kaznaz there on the team. 920 though, so looking like a duel between perhaps these 3 players here. It's 20 going once to Lil Guipo for Kaznaz. The finalist, enticing. That's going twice, and it's sold. Lil Guipo takes Kaznaz onto the team. And another good pickup. Good to see Kaznaz again going high here, and coming off a lot of momentum, I would imagine, off of that great performance with the rest of the Redshift team just some weeks back.
Yeah, absolutely. Kaznaz kind of a sleeper in Echo VR, a little or in Echo Arena, that is better known perhaps as the combat player, but definitely worth it. Oh, we have Strumbitsky up for sale, and the bidding is already over 1,000. Looks like right now we have Dimwee at 1010. No, Aeronite 1015. Dimwee 1100. Dimwee at 1100. We have 1100. Can we get 1150? We do have 1150. Sugar Fluff. Can we get 1200 for Strumbitsky? Jay, you don't have any right to call this man a simp. Strumbitsky is an amazing player. We're up to 1245 Rocktor. Rocktor for 1245. Does Rocktor even have that much money in his budget? He does.
I will sell my house for Strumbitsky.
1245 for Rocktor. Was Rocktor on a team? Can we confirm Rocktor was on a team with Strumbitsky? I think this man can't pay it. 1250 from Sir Dimwee. 1250 from Sir Dimwee. 1250. Strumbitsky going for 1250. Going once. Going twice. Put in your bids now, team captain. I'm going to give you a going thrice. And it is going to be Strumbitsky to Sir Dimwee for 1250. I think that is our new high sale on the night thus far.
And that is also worth more than my house. All right, so big pickup once again, big names all around. And yeah, well, rip Dimwee's budget indeed.
Should it be 1100? What's Rocktor saying? Oh, because of Rocktor's bid, that was illegal. All right, I will let the league mods and such sort this one out. But yeah, Rocktor's bid was invalid, correct?
Womp womp. Well, regardless, all right, that is a big pickup there for Dimwee, finding himself with Strem Boodles. So, moving on to the next one shortly here, waiting on our good auctioneer there, the gentleman. Next up, all right, King Crispy. We got high bid 600 to Dylan, 650 from Lols are the best, 700 going to Sugar Fluff there, 800 now Dylan, 900 So pushing it up 100 at a time. Not kind of in any position where they want to go slow. No, they're just bumping it right up toward that 1,000 mark at this point. 920 Sugar Fluff. Going once to Sugar Fluff. Going twice to Sugar Fluff. And sold to Sugar Fluff. All right, so King Crispy, and that is a crispy price for the King.
That is indeed, Palidore. We have had a lot of big money players so far. Things started off just a little bit slow. Everyone feeling the waters with that first player, Jack G. But now everyone reaching deep into their wallets, and we have, I don't think we've had a player go for less than 700 after that first player there.
Yeah, it's going to make the economy very interesting. I feel like the later we go into this bidding war, which we also saw in Season 1 of Seal. So strategies, again, I mean, people going all in on some specific players, and, well, again, not a surprise, really. Because,
yeah.
At the same, it's a decision between going kind of top-heavy or going a bit more balanced, but there are certain players as well we've seen that can just kind of provide you the strength of multiple players just for the one. So, I mean, in fairness. But anyways, okay, on to the next one. This is you, Minihat, going to Desirable.
Yes, my very own spaghetti teammate Desirable, the man formerly known as Blenders. Looks like trespassing already up to 1,000. Got that. That is not a number, Selkoid. I'm gonna assume that was 1,010. I'm gonna see it. All right, we have 1010 for Desirable. 1015 from Trespassing. We're at 1015. Can we get 1020? We're at 1020 from Selkoid. At 1025. Trespassing and Selkoid back and forth. We're up to 1025. 1030 from Selkoid. 1100 from Trespassing for Desirable. We're at 1100. Can we get 1105? Anyone 1105, or is Trespassing going to take it with this large jump in a bid? We have 1100 for Desirable going once, going twice. Selkoid is thinking about it. 1130 for Desirable. 1130. 1135 from Trespassing. 1135. Can we get 1140? 1145 from Selkoid. 1145 for Desirable. Can we get 1150? Desirable, one of the most capable backliners in the game. Also a very good striker in his own right. 1150 from Trespassing. 1150. Can we get 1155? Selkoid thinking about it. 1175 from Selkoid. 1175 from Selkoid. 1120. That is less than 1175. I am sorry.
Math
Going
checks out.
once. Oh, 1200 from Trespassing. 1200 from Trespassing. We're at 1200 for Desirable. Can we get higher than 1200? Can we get 1205? Anyone 1205? Going once. Going twice. And Desirable is sold to Trespassing for 1200.
Well, very desirable on that bid. Wow. Big numbers just hopping up into the thousands again. And the budget now dwindling, but the roster being filled with a very talented player for sure. So 1200. And that's Trespassing now. Desirable will be joining the team along with Trespassing and Jack G. So there you go. Going up now. Oh boy. It's the W. Maybe. There he is. Okay, Zach W. And it's 1,000. Once again, just wasted no time at all. Lulz are the best with a grand on the money. So 1,000 going once. 1,000. 2. 1,000. And that is sold. Going there to Lulz. Oh, the best. Oh, and the bid coming in, but a little bit too late. I'm sorry. Going over there now is Zach W. Let's see, on the roster. And we'll be... I'm already blanking, so I got to scroll up now. Okay, so Lulz. All right, yeah, so that is the first player for Lulz. And we'll have 500 left on that budget after the Zach acquisition. All right. Next one, it's going to be Big Bot. So,
all right,
Minihat.
Big Bot. Big Bot, a player I have got to know a little bit this season from pubs and scrims. A very capable player. We can take a peek at his stats from IgniteBot right there. We're already up to 650. 650 from Dylan for Big Bot. 700. Let's keep it going. Big jumps here. We're at 700 from The Moose. At 700, can we get 750 for Big Bot? 700. 700 for the Moose for Big Bot. Going once. Going twice. 710, Sugar Fluff. We're at 710. Get 715 for Big Bot. 715, anyone? 730 from the Moose. Alright, we got a little back and forth going on here between Sugar Fluff and the Moose. Who's going to be victorious and take home Big Bot? We're at 730. 750 from Sugar Fluff. 750 for Big Bot. 780. Neither of these captains here willing to give up on this player. 780 from Moose. Do you have an answer, Sugar Fluff? Does anyone have an answer? 780, going once. Going twice. And I see Sugar Fluff typing, so we'll give him a chance here. Now, looks like it will be 780 to Big Bot. Or 780, Big Bot will be going for 780 to the Moose.
All right, well, there you go. That is a Big Bot to the Moose. And, yeah, to address what someone said there in the chat, I think maybe missing the one other Spagoodle player, which is the same Meatball, I think was, might have been skipped there, just judging by the slides. So we'll see if we squeeze Meatball right back in here to the next one, perhaps. And all right, there it is. So, Meatball. Up for bid. It's 700 to start from Rocktor, but already creeping up to 855. Want some of that spaghetti for dinner. Let's see, it's 900 to Heckin. Looking for the acquisition here of the, I believe, fourth spaghetti player? Fourth, to be seen here in this round alone. Coming in now, it's 950 to Heckin. Superseding Arrow Knight there on the 910, so 950, that's going once to Heckin. And that's Meatball going twice to Heckin. See people typing. I'm about to say sold. I'm saying sold to Heckin. So, Meatball, the acquisition. And, yeah, a lot of spaghetti players here in this draft thus far.
Absolutely. These spaghetti players trying to keep up their skills here going into the next season. And they love some good competition. I think that's what Seal is promising here. As long as these team captains do their job right, we'll have some evenly matched and very interesting team competitions.
Yeah,
it looks like we are bidding on Skyla to 700 from Muser. 700. Can we get 705? We do have 705 from Quotai. 705, 755, 760. We're up to 760. I'm at 760. Now 800. Now 800. Can we get 805? Can we get 805? Dylan at 800. No, we have 805 from Arrow Knight. 810 from Muser. 825. I blow at sports. We're at 825. Now 825. Can we get 830? We have 830. Now 850. Can we get 850? Can we get 855? Can we get 855? 855 from Muser. A little back and forth from Muser and Arrow Knight here. We're at 855 from Muser. Can we get 860? 860 Arrow Knight. We're at 860. Now 860. 860 going once. 865 from Muser. 865. Can we get 870? 865 going once. Going twice. Sold to Muser for 865 is Skyla.
Very amusing. All right, so Skyla going over to Muser now, and Muser acquiring first player for his team there with Skyla. We'll have 635 remaining on that budget. So there you go. Auctioneer, what you got for me next? Looking like Mo Jolly. All right, nice avatar, Mo Jolly. Okay, let's go. So 600, 650 now, sell coin. Dylan as well right there. $5. You can get a foot long with that, Jay. Is that what's in your avatar? Anyway, Chucky Joseph, 700 now. Actually, three different people with 700, but Chucky coming in first. So 700 to Chucky. That's going once. Any more? 705. 725 to Selcoid. Selcoid going once. Nope, Chucky Joseph saying I'm going to go up by 5 more to 730. So Mo Jolly now 730, going once to Chucky Joseph. Going twice. Again, I see some typing. Just making sure. Okay, nope, sold. And it's going to Chucky. So Mo Jolly joining Chucky Joseph. And another good acquisition there. And yeah, that is another player down the board. We got, let's see, about half the initial round nominations remaining here to go still. And we'll go to Moonface.
All right, let's see if a couple of these sleeper captains who have not made big bids here are coming out of the woodworks. Looks like we're up to 800 diverting rows at 8. We have 850 from Steel Skydiver. We're at 850 on Moonface. 850. Can we get 900? 855. 855 from Caesar. 855 from Moonface. 880. 900 from Steel Skydiver. We're at 900 for Moonface. Can we get 905? 900 now. Looking for 905. Going once. 905 from Diverting Rose. 905 now. Can we get 910? Can we get 910? We're at 905. Diverting Rose. Going once. Going twice. 910. 910 from Steel Skydiver. We're at 910 for Moonface. 910. Can we get 915? 915 from Diverting Rose. I like this, Palidore. We've got some competition here from these team captains for this player. We're at 910. We're at 915 from Diverting Rose. Diverting Rose looking to take home Moonface. 915. 920 from Steel Skydiver. 920. 920 from Steel Skydiver. Going once. Going twice. And Moonface is sold to Steel Skydiver for 920.
All right, well, dinging in the new season of Seal with the acquisition there of Moonface. Diverting didn't quite rose to the occasion. That didn't make grammatical sense, but it was a pun nonetheless. Bidding goes to Callan now. All right, here we go. Callan is up here next, of course, from the almighty Milk Squad. Creamy Milk, Milk Gaming, Shepherd's Milk, a multitude of things. But milk no less. Very healthy, good for the bones. Thank you, Mr. Skeletal. Caesar with 850. Cheese to Chucky Joseph. I'm not sure if that's worth more than 850, but I'll take it. 855, though, going to Diverting just barely first. 65 now. 865 to Caesar for Callan here. Of course, multi-dimensional player is Callan. 880 now, going to Caesar. Diverting Rose. Seeing if they can capture a player there again. Very frequently seen name, but can you get the player? I'm not pressuring you. Yes, I am. Caesar, though, 880. So going once to Caesar. Going twice to Caesar. And it will be Callan going to Caesar. Sold. So there you go. Joining the team is Callan, and cheese is aged from Italy. It's worth more than Pally's house. Seems accurate. Math checks out. And all right, on to the next one.
The strategy for these team captains right now is they got to start thinking about the long game here. Now, if you've picked up a player, who do you have on your team? Do you have a goalie? Do you have some strikers? How much are how much budget do your opponents have remaining? This is very complicated right now. I do not envy these team captains. They have lots of tough decisions to make.
Yeah, they do, and a lot of rounds to go still. I'm kind of looking up and down the list here, just on my end. I mean, a lot of really high hundreds players as we go up to the next one. So it's Late Toast now.
Late Toast started out at $5 from Tony, and he has upped that to 700. Although he's quickly outbid by Selkoid for 750. No, Tony again at 755. Tony has placed a lot of bids so far. We're at 760 from Selkoid, 760 for Late Toast. Can we get 765? Now 760, looking for 765. Going once, going twice. Late Toast is sold for 760 to Selkoid.
All right, so Late Toast joining Team Selkoid there. Will be the first acquisition for Selkoid. The only player actually so far with more than one player would be Trespassing there. So with that, on to the next, and the bidding goes to the ones who power these stats, BTS King. So up next now, and starting off really fast and fiery with the 650, 800 now to Dylan. So 800 for VTS King. The goalie and striker extraordinaire, once again, just full of the dimensions. Third, fourth, and fifth. That's 800, though, to Dylan. I mean, really blowing up the bid to start off there. And, well, 805 now to I Blow at Sports. So 805 to Mr. Sports. Going once. 805 going twice. And that's sold. So will be VTS King making the way to I Blow at Sports' team, sports team. And Dylan very unhappy about that. Have some cheese.
Looks like most captains at this point starting to pick up their first player. I think so far, Trespassing the only captain to pick up 2 players, starting to fill out his team a little bit, but everyone else playing the long game, holding on to their cash to see if they can pick up some of these later players. And here we have Shepard. Shepard, opening bid from Quotai is 800. This is going to be a good one, Palidore. We're at 800, 815 from Quotai. 815, looking for 820. 850 from Diverting Rose. Shepard, 850 from Diverting Rose. Now at 850. 855 from Quotai. Quotai knows what he wants. He wants Shepard on his team. Looks like Diverting Rose wants the same. 855, 860 from Diverting Rose. 860 from Diverting Rose. 865 from Quotai. And a dude stop thrown in there too. 870 Diverting Rose. The frustration is real. 870 from Diverting Rose. I know both of you gentlemen have a little bit of budget to go. 900 from Quotai for Shepard. 900, 900. Going once. Going twice. 905 from Diverting Rose. Jumped in there at the last possible second. 905. Going once. Going twice. 915 from Quotai. Shepard. 915. 915. We are now at 915 looking for 920. At 915 looking for 920. Going once. Going twice. Yes, this is for Shepard. Quotai is going to take home Shepard. Sold. No, 920. Alright. He snuck that in there right as I was about to talk. So we'll give it to him. 920 for Diverting Rose. 920 from Diverting Rose. We're at 925 from Quotai. 925. Anyone gonna go higher than 925? Going once. Going twice. Alright. Shepard is sold to Quotai for 925.
All right, really driving up the price there, bit by bit. Quotai unhappy about it, but you know what? We'll still be happy to get a talented player like Shepard on the team there from Creamy Milk, and that will dock down Quotai's budget from 1,500 on that is where he started off, and I'm not going to try and do the math, but you can. About, what, 2/3 of the budget expended there. So, yeah, is good acquisition there for Quotai with the first pickup. As we move on to the next player here, which we'll see in just a second. All right, so yeah, Artie Duh is next. So Artie up for bid here. And starting off, Dylan with 700. 705 to Diverting Rose now. 705 to Diverting going once. 705 going twice. And that's sold to Diverting Rose. 705, it's Artie. All right, so Artie to Diverting Rose there. And looking at the list right now, Mini, not a whole lot of players with significant budget left. This is going to be very, very interesting. I'm just making a prediction now. By third or fourth round, we're going to have to make bids in 1 point increments. Just you wait.
Right. Oh, it looks like we are bidding on Zenith. 850 from Isolate. 860 from Mr. Nate Bro Zenith. I believe a recent addition to the famous Kangarillas. 865 from Isolate, 870 from Mr. Napro. We're at 870 for Zenith, 875 from Isolate. At 880, now 880, looking for 8. We're at 890, 890 from Isolate, 910. 910 from Mr. Napro for Zenith, 915 from Isolate. Got a good back and forth going on. This is a very good player. This is exactly what I would expect. 925 from Mr. Napro, 930 from Isolate. We're at 930. Can we get 935? 935 from Mr. Napro. Can we get 940? 945 from Isolate. It's going to skip up by 10. 945 from Isolate. 955 from Mr. Napro. 955. Can we get higher than 955? Chucky Joseph, I'm sorry, you're just not going to get that man for that cost. All right, 955 from Mr. Napro. Isolate, looks like he is out. Going once, going twice. Sold to Mr. Napro for 955 is Zenith.
All right, great pickup there as well. So Mr. Nate Bro, that will be, let's see here, 1650 was the starting budget, and that will be the first pickup. So at this point, see, we have Shaken Bacon, Ascend, still get that mixed up. Random Person, Arrow Knight, Isolate, Rocktor, and Tony are the remaining captains left without a player yet. With that said, we got the almighty Ryan Rhino. Not Rhino. I also keep getting that confused still. Stop changing your names, Joker. You stop it now. So it's 925 there, going to Isolate here. 925, high price to pay, but not all too high for a talent like Ryan. Got 950, 955 now. Rocktor and Arrow Knight. Isolate throwing up 960. Rocktor laying down the hammer with 1050. So 1,050 to Rocktor. Looking for that big pickup and might just get it going once. That's Rocktor going twice. And will be Ryan. Sold to Rocktor. And another big player off the board now. And that roster there for Rocktor. Leaving him with what, 300 left. Like I said, you want the top talent, you gotta pay high. But will they be paying it in round 3 and 4 is a question.
Just as we would expect, Palidore, seeing the big bucks come out in this round. Still a few players sitting on a healthy pile of cash. Let's see if any of them are going to dip into that for Beach Flare. We're at 200 for Beach Flare, 250 from the Moose, 250. Now 300, 300 from Muser. Any of these players with a bit of a budget want to dip into that for Beach Flare, 350 from the Moose, 350. Can we get 400? 400 anyone? 400 looks like Selkoid. Is that 400? Can we get 450? 450. We're at 400 now. Anyone for 450? Is that a teammate? Someone confirm. Not season 2. All right, 400. At 400, going once, going twice. 405 from the Moose. 405. 410 from Selkoid. Now 410. 415. Can we get 420? 420. Now at 420. 420, going once. Going twice. 425. 425 from Muser. 425. Can we get 430? 450 from Selkoid. 450. Can we get 500? Can we get 475?
I'll settle for 455.
500 from Muser.
Oh man, you're pressuring them out of their money.
550 from Selkoid. No, these players want Beach Flare on their team. It looks like 555 from Muser. We've got 560. We're at 560 now. 565. Can we get 570? 575. 575. Can we get 580? 575 going once. 575 going twice. Sold to Selkoid for 575.
And that will be off of the, what was 990 Echo Bucks remaining from Selkoid, so take away 575 from that. Again, I'm not going to math, but nonetheless, 575, and that will be Beach Flare going there. So next up. Who messed up? What messed up? 757.
The auctioneer.
Oh, the literal bot. I see.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get that straightened out. That should have been 575, not 757, on the sale of Beach Flare to Team Selkoid.
See, whoever the players are on being bid on, what I mean by the driving up the price here. This is what we noticed in season 1 of the, on the draft, right, where you would see these bump ups by 50, 100, 200, 300 at a time, and then left no one with money at the end. Let's see. Next one, though, is coming up, and that will be Alduin, it would seem. So, 475. Random Person putting a bid up there, outbidding Tony. And that's 475 to Random Person. Tony without a teammate yet. Same with Random Person. So they're trying to get there first here. It's 510 going to Random now. It's 550 to Muser, driving it up a bit more. Random firing back with a 560. 560 to Random Person. Tony wishing for more money. I'll sell you my house. Wait, that gives me more money, not you. Regardless, it's 625 to random person. Muser and random person just shot for shot, trying to get their players here right alongside Tony. But Tony may be out now as it's 655 to random. So we're hitting that point where, again, we're winding it down. These players trying to compete for their first teammate. And it's going to be 655, it looks like, perhaps. To random going once. It's 655 going twice. And 655, it's sold to random person. That's Alduin, who, of course, joined up with Illuminati there for this season. And, kind of showed up there in Season 1. And has done nothing but grow as a player into a very dominant one at that. Not a player, if I was on offense, I'd never want to go against him in the goal. In fact, I think I had to once upon a time. Wasn't fun. In any case, next up, it's Ender.
Yeah, one of the big ones here, Palidore. Up to 600 already from Isolate, 750 from Arrow Knight. See who held on to enough money to claim this player for their team. 800 from Dylan. 800, now 800. Can we get 900? 810, now 810, 850, 850 to Arrow Knight, Ender, 860, 860 for Diverting, 860, now at 860, can we get 900? 865, 865, Isolate at 865, 870. We're gonna go up by increments of 5 on this, guys. I don't see this man selling for something around this price. 875, 880.
There you go.
Now
again.
880. 890 from Isolate. 900 Diverting Rose. The bids just keep rolling in. I see so many people typing. 900 to Diverting Rose. 900 going once. 900 going twice. 905 to Isolate. 905. Can we get 910? 910 Diverting Rose. Now 910. Can we get 915? 910 going once. 910 going twice. Sold to Diverting Rose for 910.
All right, so another player off the board there, 910 Diverting. And that leaves Diverting Rose now with 285 remaining on the budget after a great acquisition in Ender. All right, so be joining Diverting Rose and Artie there on that team. And let's see, I do believe, yes indeed, that's the end of the round. So with that, we will go to another round, second round of nominations here, following that bidding. And it looks like, following all that, we've got Shake and Bacon, Ascend, Arrow Knight, Isolate, and Tony. They are the remaining captains, currently without a teammate. Everyone else picking up players. And Trespassing with 2, and Jack G and Desirable, you have Diverting with Artie and Ender, and Selkoid with Late Toast and Beach Flare. So, 3 teams with half their roster, or 3/4 of their roster, I should say, filled out.
All right, so Auctioneer, I guess maybe it's clear to the captains, but all right, he's just posted the order. So captains, pay close attention in the bidding channel. The order of nominations has just been posted. Make sure you do not miss your turn to nominate a player for the next round of bidding.
Yeah, get that list saved up there somewhere, somehow. And we'll go to the next round soon. Still a lot of people in Twitch chat, by the way, so I can take a moment to say hi to those in there. See Late Toast, Super Buddy, Oscador, Swagor, Cruisin', Shepherd, Prime, Alduin. A lot of folks stopping in. Welcome to it. Yeah, still almost 140 strong there. Pretty impressive. A lot of people hyped up for Seal. And as you guys can direct your attention to that Discord chat there on your stream, and you can see how the bidding, or how the nominations are going, rather, right now. This is the second round, as Trespassing nominates Aiden, Jay with Chrome Platypus, got Palace from Mr. Nate Bro, Jiggy from Rock Tor, Sweet Tooth from Dipman. So far. Robo Creator in the chat also saying, pick me up for your arena team. I don't have a team. I can't have a team. Yet. Yet.
Alright, looks like we're waiting on Kung at the moment.
Meanwhile, Jay needs to do math homework, apparently. Don't envy you. Of course, I mean, let's see. How much does Jay have at the moment?
I mean, I think Kung spent all his money on Saluna, if I remember correctly, so maybe not feeling too invested in the future rounds of bidding.
Yeah, fair enough. Checking it out, I mean, the two players with the lowest remaining budget are Kung with 155 and Jay with 340, Trespassing with 290, but he got two players. Yeah.
All right, a lot of good names popping up here, Palidore. This is going to be another very exciting round.
Yeah, we got, let's see, Chocolate from Dylan, got Caption, nominated by Dimwee. Lulz are the best, nominating Mozzie. Selkoid nominating White Fox. Hecken with H Money.
Yes, it looks like I have been nominated. All right, Boosty. Looks like a few people. I'm not sure. All right, Supreme. Yeah, these are all. It's gonna be a good round.
Yeah, we got Boosty as well. Supreme Boons. Jada Baker, Ow, Fancy. Tony with Skinny. We got Whoosh up on the board now, nominated. We got Swagger nominated. Swagger Nuts. And how many more we got?
So that was Quotai, so I think we have about 7 or 8 more nominations expected to come in here.
And it looks like maybe missing Shaken on, I haven't seen him on a bidding as of yet, so perhaps have to skip over Shaken there, and we'll see Jason being nominated there now. From Muser, Wit nominated by Isolate, Super Buddy nominated by Steel Skydiver, and Zeus nominated by Arrow Knight.
So now we're waiting on Ascend, Random Person, and Diverting in that order.
Now we got 2 of the 3 already there, so Prime nominated there, as well as Echo Cameron. All right.
Diverting is the finisher. All right, what a lineup, Palidore. This is going to be a great round. Maybe not that very top echelon of players that we saw. A lot of them in the first round here, but these are all extremely respectable players in their own right, very capable, and just the type of people you need to round out your team. So I think we will see some of these captains who managed to hold on to some cash rewarded here. And Palidore, do you want to open us up here? Looks like the bidding has begun on Aiden.
Aiden? Okay then. Wait, no, Aiden. All right, 270 there. 2 Sugar Fluff. Trespassing as well. We got 400 now. Right up to Dylan. Sugar Fluff, 410 on the board. 415, Random Person. Like I said, really interested in seeing how the economy goes this time around. Have still a few players there with over 1,000. We got 420 from Sugar. And 440 from Random Person. 450 now, Sugar Fluff. So 450 by Sugar Fluff, bidding on Aiden here. 460 to Random Person. Get another bid up there. 65, 70. No, 75, skipping straight to it. Sugar Fluff, 475. Random Person contemplating life. Well, I'm going to contemplate counting, going once. And then 495. Random Person, so didn't have to think too long, but 500, the rebuttal from Sugar Fluff. So 500 going once to Sugar Fluff. 510 question mark? I don't know, you tell me. 510. Little Guipo. Well, yeah, you know. So you got the pally puns and the rhymes. 510, 515 to Sugar Fluff. 15 on the board, going once. 15, 515 to Sugar Fluff, going twice. But Random Person really wanting to get a teammate here now to start off the second round of nominations, or of bidding, I should say. So that's going once, 550 to Random Person. It's 550, going twice to Random Person. Few people typing. And it doesn't matter, because it's going to be sold to Random Person. 550.
All right, so we'll have Random Person picking up Aiden.
And actually,
to round.
I want to correct myself too. Random person already got a teammate. That's right. Had Alduin.
Alduin.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
My bad. But that's yeah.
Yep.
There you go. It's pretty good rounded roster here as we continue on.
All right. So next up on the docket should be Chrome Platypus, that infamous midfielder and striker. All right, Chrome, bidding has begun. Coming out with a bang. 500 from Tony, 600 from Arrow Knight. At 600, 610, 695 from Dylan, 800. The bidding is just going through the roof, Palidore. All right, we're at 800, 850 from Arrow Knight. 900 from Isolate. 900, now 900. Can we get 950? Can we get 1,000 for Chrome Platypus? 900 for Isolate, going once. Going twice. Chrome Platypus, or Chrome Dash, excuse me, to Isolate for 900.
Yeah, not too late for Isolate. Getting another player there. And, well, first player, I should say, and that will leave Isolate, let's see, with 350 on the budget. But that is a very strong pickup for sure. I mean, Chrome, definitely a player who could have very easily gone into the first round of bidding as well. I mean, super talented player there. And that will be on to the next one now. Off to, let's see, Palace is next. So here we go, bidding on Palace. And note, it's Palace, not Pali. 400, 450, 605 now, 650 to Arrow Knight, 695 though from Mr. Nate, trying to get a bro on the team if they can, but let's see, 695 going once already, no, it's 700 to Arrow Knight once again. Big rip for Nate as Arrow Knight looking to close the gate. It's 700 going once, 700 going twice, and it's sold. Arrow Knight getting Palace onto the team. Another great pickup.
All right, next up should be Jiggy. So team captains priming their budgets. Let's see who. See first if I'm correct that Jiggy is next up. Jiggy is the next up. All right, we have right out of the gate 500 from Air Knight, 550 from Mr. Neighbor, 600 from Muser, 650. We're at 700. Chucky Joseph at 700. Bidding on Jiggy right now. 710 from Sugar Fluff. Now 710. 715, Chucky Joseph. Now 715. Looking for 720. Anyone. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Chucky Joseph for 715.
All right, Jiggy going to Chucky there. And let's see, for Chucky, that'll leave Chucky Joseph with a grand total of 55 left in the budget, with Mo Jolly and Jiggy now joining Chucky Joseph on that team. All right, so a couple people calling that underprice. I expect to see more of that in the coming bids, in the coming rounds. So, all right, economy. Anyway, let's see, bidding on Sweet Tooth. Up for grabs now. Sweet Tooth, 77 here, and it's 810 to Tony, 850 to Tony.
Did Tony just outbid himself, Palidore?
I didn't catch what the edit was. I saw it. I'm confused now, yeah. I think maybe I read what Mr. Nate said. I don't know. Anyways, 810. Point is, 810 going there to Tony. I mean, Tony still needs a player. He's at 1250 on the budget. No teammates yet. He's one of 3 players remaining. One of 3 captains remaining. So I mean, that's looking like Tony has acquired himself, perhaps going once, going twice. Just a second and going sold to Tony. Sweet Tooth now the first teammate of Tony.
What an interesting series of bids by Tony.
Yeah, well, you can't fault him. Nothing else. Tony is competitive even if it's against himself. So, good pickup, though, there. And we'll be moving on, let's see, to Chocolate, I do believe.
Yeah, I think you're correct, Palidore. Chocolate and Sweet Tooth, both famous for their very strong boosting. And the bids coming out with a bang. Dylan, 600. 800 to Dylan. 900 to Lil Guipo. We're at 900 to Lil Guipo. That is quite a bid. Anyone? We're at 900 now. Can we get 950? Can we get 925? This is for Chocolate. 900 going once. 900 going twice. Sold to Lil Guipo for 900 is chocolate.
All right, so let's see. Remaining now, just Ascend and Shaken Bacon, who is MIA. So just Ascend left with the 1,500 budget. Everyone else has at least one player on their team. So seeing now, next player up will be Caption. Another great player, great caster, great guy. Caption. All right. Bidding starting now, says our auctioneer. And we got 100, got 200 now, 250, 300, so going up there, 50 at a time. Got 400 now, Sugar Fluff 405, 500 now to Muser. Bidding on Caption here from Legends, once upon a time known as SSVC. Dylan with 600 now on the bid. Muser putting up 610 for Caption. So 610 to Muser, 610 going once. It's Dylan, though, putting in 615. So Dylan on the bid, 615 going once for Caption here. Nope, to Muser's sliding in with 620. So 620, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going all the way to 800 now. That's quite the jump after the 5 increment bids. And 800, Dylan saying, I want some Caption in my life. No cap, shun. So 800 going once, 800 going twice. It's sold. Dylan, taking Caption.
All right.
That will leave Dylan broke.
Oh my goodness. Is he actually broke, Palidore?
Yep.
He is indeed as broke as they come. So we will have team Dylan, Oculusator, Caption.
And now we have Mozzie up for bid. Here we go. Or here you go.
Oh, have these bids already begun? Yes, all right. My apologies. All right, the bidding is already away on Mozzie. We're up to 675 already. Mozzie from Team Frostbite. That striker known for playing upside down and sneaking three-pointers in on goalies. All right, we have 700 from Steel Skydiver. 700 now. Anyone going to do 750? 725. 705 from the Moose. At 705 now. Can we get 710? 705. 710 from Sugar Fluff. 710 for Mozzie. 710 going once. 710 going twice. 715 from the Moose. 715 for Mozzie. 715 going once. 715 going twice. 725 from Sugar Fluff. 725. Can we get 730? 730 from the Moose. 730 going once. 730 going twice. Sold to the Moose for 730. I'm sorry, Sugar, you were just too late. And that is going to be a sale to the Moose.
Well, F in the chat there for Sugar, but will be the Moose, claiming Mozzie there, 730. So Mozzie joining the team along with the Moose and Big Bot, and that'll leave the Moose with 140 left on that Echo Bucks budget. So the next one, starting off, or next up is going to be the Foxy one. White Fox, that is. So White Fox up for bid, and first up it's Selkoid, 465. We got 500 though from Dipman. 510 from Muser chipping in now. So 3 people in this race so far. Make that 4. Ascend trying to get the first player still on the team. Got some budget to expend Ascend. Why do I keep doing that? 530 to Dipman. 570 to Muser, however. Going once to Muser at 570. White Fox on the board. Going twice. 75, though. Going to Ascend. So 575. Are going to get any more there? Going once. 575 going twice, but 580 swooping in. It's Muser. 580 now. Ascend, he's contemplating, he's thinking, he's counting the pennies in his wallet, and he's got a whole lot of them. 580 going once to Muser, though. 580 going twice to Muser. I'm going to give you a half second, Ascend. I know you're thinking about it, and he's just about going to be sold out to Muser. 580. White Fox joining Muser's team. That will be along with Skyla as well. So that's a strong looking team just the same.
Yeah, some teams starting to shape up here. I think we're up to what, 6 or 7 teams with 3 players now. All right, bidding has begun on H Money. We're at 300, 340, 350 from Sugar Fluff for H Money, 355, 400. 400 from Dipman, 405 from Quotai. We're at 405 now, 420 from Sugar Fluff. 420 from Sugar Fluff, going once. 425, 450, 450 from Quotai. 450 for H Money. Current bid is 450, 460 from Dipman. 460 for H Money. Now 460. Dip. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Quotai. He didn't confirm. Okay, so the player didn't confirm, so that means at your own risk to bid on him, you need to make sure that he is going to
disclaimer,
play.
no returns.
You are allowed to bid on players that did not confirm. You just need to be cautious in case they may back out. All right, so currently the bid is 460 from Dipman. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Dipman for 460 is H Money.
All right, so Dipman now with Cyanide and H Money joining his team. Dipman will have 340 Echo Bucks remaining on the budget. And as of now, everyone, except for Ascend, I'm going to keep picking on him, everyone else with well under 1,000 to go. Definitely looking for that, again, that balanced approach perhaps, as there are several players with just under 100 or just the low hundreds left. So I mean, it's getting tight on the pocketbooks for a handful of these players. Granted, some of these teams only need one player to go. But all right, so next up, we got Minihat. Who dat? Oh yeah, my casting partner right here. We got 200 from Steel Sky, but we got 465 from Selkoid. 500 from Hecken. Trying to get that hat on the team. 500 going once. 500 going twice. This guy will cast the game as he plays it, I promise. Okay, sold to Hecken. I was trying to do what you did and make someone like throw up like 900 or something out of the blue, you know.
All right, I will be joining Team Hecken.
All right, right there with. Oh, what's this? Right there with Meatball. Hecken, Meatball, and Minihat.
Uh-oh.
I assume that's allowed, yes?
That's allowed.
Okay.
That's allowed.
Well, either way, still uh-oh. All right.
All right, bidding on Boosty has begun. And immediately out of the gate, we have 465 from Selkoid. 465 on Boosty. Can we get 470? 465, all of his money. This man is putting it all on the line for Boosty. Is anyone going to outbid him? Going once. Going twice. And sold to Selkoid for 465 is Boosty.
All right, so Selkoid's roster now complete. Will be $0 on the board for Selkoid, with a roster consisting of Late Toast, Beach Flare, and now Boosty joining the team. There you go. And that will be it for Selkoid on the bids at the very least. Next up here, it's Supreme. So Supreme, trying to command a supreme price if they can, will be, let's see, high bid 450. Mr. Nate Bro. Got 460 from Quotai, 65, 465, 475 from Steel Skydiver, 480. These bids going up quite quickly here. Little bit at a time. 510 from Steel Skydiver. Got 520 from Mr. Nate. Now 540 from Steel. Steel trying to steal away. Not really. Paying nice and fair. 600 now. So Nate and Steel kind of in this battle here, both wanting to get Supreme on the team. And seeing if they can do that. So got almost read 700 there, but 600 from Steel, 605 from Mr. Nate. So 605, 610. Just trying to one-up each other here. 610 for Supreme. And 615 now, Mr. Nate. 620. They're going at it. Where it'll stop, I'm not sure. 620, 630, Mr. Nate Bro. Now 35. All right, now I'm going to do a mini hat. 1,000. Gonna get no. That's 635. Let's see what is the budgets of these players. Oh, we're creeping up. I'm not going to ruin anyone's strategy, but I'm eyeing it. 645. We got 650 from Steel Sky, and that's 650 going once, perhaps. Oh, 55 from Mr. Nate. Both these players, they're getting close to their limits. I'll say that much. 665. 675 from Mr. Nate. It is a duel. 685 now from Steel Sky. So 85 on the board there. Steel Sky. And then right back to Mr. Nate now. 690. 700 from Steel Skydiver. And that 700 going once. Budget has been expended going twice and sold to Steel Skydiver. The $5 outbid of Mr. Nate, who has $6.95 remaining. All right. There you go. Supreme joining that team.
Right. Next up on the docket should be, if I'm not mistaken, Jay Tabaka. Jay Tabaka, I don't know.
Yes, Beka.
All right.
At least.
Beka, all right.
Yes.
Jay Tabaka. 340 from Jay. 345 from Quotai. Looks like Jay is just out of money. Is it going to be Quotai for 345?
All right.
375 from Stuff Muff. 375 now. Can we get 380? 375 going once. 375 going twice. 380 from I Blow at Sports coming in at the last second there. We have 380 on Jay Tabaka from I Blow at Sports. 380 going once. 380 going twice. Sold to I Blow at Sports for 380 is Jay Tabaka.
All right, so with that, I Blow at Sports now has BTS King and Jay Tabaka on the team. 65 bucks remaining. Still needing a third player, but not the only one with that sub 100 count. So, like I said, it's winding down on some of these people's pocketbooks, but that is a good pickup there. As we get the next bids going up for Fancy now. So Fancy on the board, 100 from Kotai, 120, 200, 340. There's a jump up right from Jay, pushing it up to the full budget. 340 to Jay, 400 though to Caesar, and Jay will get denied again. Absolutely stuffed. 410 to Sugar Fluff, however. Looking for that high bid. 450 though, Caesar. Right back. So 450. Going once to Caesar. Caesar getting some hate there. No respect, disrespect. Call a doctor. Not the doctor disrespect, but nonetheless. Looking for the player going twice here. It's Fancy trying to get Fancy on the team, and that's going to be sold. So, another player off the board here going to Caesar, and Caesar will be left with 170 on the budget. Joining the team is Fancy along with Callan and Caesar. So there you go. 3 players filled up there.
All right. We've got Skinny. Fun fact, currently my college VR league teammate and rostered member of Team Joker in the last season. Skinny, the bidding is already up to 445. Stuff Muff with the current high bid of 445. Jay loves this guy. You've got to have him. 445 for Skinny. Everyone is broke. Jay is especially broke.
Not everyone.
I agree, Moose. There's no way this man's going for 445. All right, Sugar Fluff, 450. 450 from Sugar Fluff. 450 for Skinny, 229. 450 going once. 450 going twice. 455 from Mr. Napro. 455. Can we get 460? 456. Unfortunately, that is just not a legal bid. 460 from Sugar Fluff. All right, I think we're still at 460. 465. 465 now. Can we get 470? 465. Looking for 470. 500 from Sugar Fluff. Sugar Fluff trying to secure his victory in this round of bidding for Skinny 229. 500. 500 now. 500 going once. 500 going twice. Sold to Sugar Fluff for 500.
All right, so Skinny going over there to Sugar Fluff's team, and see join in King Crispy. So Sugar Fluff, King Crispy, and Skinny be on that team. And yeah, I mean, I think had that been earlier in this round or even in the first round, could have seen a higher price, but I'm just eyeing the sheet. I mean, like I said, the economy has changed dramatically from just an hour ago. So, yeah. All right, next one up will be Whoosh, I do believe. All right, here we go. Bids on Whoosh have started. Kotai with 100, 200 to Rock Tour. Got 250 from Kotai now. Putting in that bid there, Kotai 250. Gonna go higher here for Whoosh. Whoosh going once. 255 though to Stuff Muff. So Stuff coming in with the Whoosh bid. And we got Whoosh going once now. Come on, 255. Can we get 260? The equivalent of his ping. Let's do it. 260. There we go. Jay with 260 on the Whoosh bid. Jay going once. Going twice. 65 though to Rock Tour. All right, 265 to Rock Tour. Swooping in now as well. Trying to pick apart and ruin Jay's plan. Jay keeps trying to get a player. He's not going to get one, perhaps. So we'll be 265 to Rock Tour. Going once. Going twice. Looking like a sold. So Rock Tour taking Whoosh off the board, and we'll join the team there. Rock Tour, Ryan, and Whoosh. There you go. Rock Tour with $35 remaining on that budget. All right. There we go. So next player now?
Next player should be Swagger.
Oh, yeah.
All right. See what the bids are for Swagger. We are starting out strong up to 250, 300 from Quotai. These are healthy chunks of our remaining budgets here. 315 from Stuff Muff. 350 from Quotai for Swagger. 400 from Stuff Muff. We're at 400 now. 450 from Quotai. A little back and forth going on. Both of these players with a little budget remaining to burn. 450. Quotai is begging you. 450 going once. 450 going twice. Sold for 450 to Quotai is Swagger Nuts.
All right, and so joining Quotai now will be Swagger Nuts, and along with Shepard, and 130 on the budget remaining for Quotai there. So, okay, finally, Quotai very happy to finally get a successful bid in. Been trying and got one. Now maybe it's Jay's turn next. Who knows? Probably not though. All right, so C. Jason up next, and 130, Kotai 400 though, Stuff Muff right up there, 500 though, Mr. Nate Bro on the board. So big numbers here, especially considering the wallets I'm looking at. 500 for Mr. Nate Bro. Going once, perhaps? Is that going to be it? Did he just destroy the competition with just one bid? 500 going twice to for C. Jason. And it's sold. So C. Jason will be going to Mr. Nate Bro, joining the team with Zen.
Number of players that were even capable of outbidding 500 right now, if I am correct, is about 2. So quite a healthy bid coming in for C. Jason from Mr. Nate Bro with the game economy the way it currently is.
Yeah, that was a very Tony-like bid right there. Going up by what, 150 or something like that, and well, claiming the prize. So Mr. Nate with Zenith and C. Jason on the team.
Yeah, the winning bid was, I believe, 500 for Mr. Nate Bro.
Yep, and that'll leave Mr. Nate Bro with 195 Echo Bucks remaining, and still needs one more player. As is the case with everyone else, the only person with 3 players right now is Selcoid. Here we go. Next up, Wit.
All right, Wit. Let's see how deep into their remaining pockets these players are going to dig. For the likes of Wit, we are up to 340 from Jay. Jay at 340 is the current bid. Someone's going to do it to him. It's going to be Esen, 345. Jay is out of here. 345 from Esen. 350 from Stuff Muff. 355 Esen. 360 Arrow Knight. Still 340 from Jay. He is just out of here. All right, Esen 380. 380 for Wit. 400 from Stuff Muff. All the way up to 400. 410 from Sugar Fluff. 415 from Esen. We got a healthy bidding war going on here. Quickly getting up into the stratosphere of what these players can afford, though. 415 for Esen going once. 415 for Esend. Going twice. Sold to Esend for 415 is Wit.
Oh, and so a saga ends. Eason gets his first player, and he gets Wit for 415. And if you compare that to the players in round one who went for the thousands, well, 1,000 and 100, yeah, whatever. Anyways, that's a ridiculously good price. Like I said, the economy has changed, and that is a good price. I was half expecting a big wrench to be thrown in and shaken bacon to show up all of a sudden with the first bid. But yeah, that's a great price, great player, and that will be next up. Let's see.
Super Buddy. Yes, now bidding on Super Buddy.
Oh, no stats, but we do have Super Buddy on the board. Here we go. That's okay. I don't actually have a stats on Ignite either. But
so there was a bid for. Oh, here we go. Got Stuff Muff.
Sorry, lost my spot. Okay, yes. So Stuff Muff 100 there going once already. I mean, again, points, budgets winding down. Don't vote kick us, and yeah, you guys are ridiculous. Anyways, going twice to Stuff Muff. And looking like it's sold to Stuff Muff. Super Buddy going over there onto Stuff's team. And the vote kick's continuing.
Yeah, Ascend with fully 1,085. He can basically just claim whatever two players he wants with pretty. Actually, he just can if he plays his cards right here.
yeah, pretty much.
All right. And we are bidding on Zeus. Dimmy with the bid of 100. We have a bid of 200 already from Arrow Knight. Mr. Napro, that is not a valid bid. 400 from Tony. Does Tony have 400 to bid? He does indeed. All right, strong bid is 450 from Sugar Fluff. Still at 450 from Sugar Fluff.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of players who can afford to outbid that. Only a few.
All right. Going once. Going twice. Sold for 450 to Sugar Fluff.
All right, well, Sugar Fluff now will have a complete team. Sugar Fluff, King Crispy, Skinny, and Zeus. That is very solid. The second player now to complete their roster, joining Selkoid. So, okay, there we go. Next one up will be Prime, it would seem.
Yes, indeed. It should be Prime. So is that the first full team to be rostered here?
Second one. Selkoid filled out the roster with Late Toast, Beach Flare, and Boosty. Yeah, everyone else, with a couple exceptions, have 2 players now. So, that said, Prime is now up. 2 bids left, as Auctioneer points out there. So, bid going, see, 50, 55 now. Isolate for Prime here. And Isolate looking to claim it. Going once, get 60, 65, 60 for Jay. Jay is really wanting to play. He's been trying all round to no success. So 60 going once to Jay. Will he be denied again? Someone deny him for me. Wait, that's not objective. I'm sorry, don't do that. 65 though from the Moose. All right, 65 going once to the Moose. Jay is contemplating going twice, but no, a 70 question mark, I suppose, and I'll take that as confirmation on the 70. So 70 going once to Jay, going twice to Jay. See the Moose typing. And going to be sold to Jay. Moose just wanting to run it up. Wrecked. All right, so that will be Prime going the way of the Jay, and that will complete. Actually, no, that will be the second player. So it'll be Jaywalker, Cruisin', and Prime now on the roster. Jay with 270 left on the budget.
Looks like part of that captain's strategy is to have Palidore be your friend. If you're Jaywalker, he's going to run the price up on you. All right, so next up we have Echo Cameron. Strong bid coming out from random person for 250 on Echo Cameron. That is probably going to be tough to beat Not a lot of money still floating around. Let's see. Is anyone going to beat it? We have random person with 250. 255 from Sir Dimwee. Dimwee comes out swinging. 350 from random person. He swings back. 350 from random person. 350 on Echo Cameron. Going once. Going twice. Sold to random person for 350 is Echo Cameron.
What about it?
Does random not have 350? Let's check random real quick. He has 345. He has 345. Is anyone going to outbid him at 345 real quick? All right, I don't think so. It's sold to him one way or the other, and that man is now at $0.
What about eSense? A sense. Gotta quit doing that. Compliment. I feel like that's worth at least 500. Nonetheless, will be another player off the block. Is that the last one, or we got one more? I think we got one more here.
Should still have Caden.
Yes, Caden. That's correct. So our final bid of this round, round 2 of this draft auction, coming on up, and it will be Caden starting now. There you go. Auctioneer gave the go-ahead, and let's see. Now 3 teams now filled up. Still plenty to go. We got 10 there from Mr. Nate Bro. We got 70 from Quotai. 70 going once. I know the budgets are thin, so we're going to see numbers like this for the rest of the way for most players at this point. So that's going once, 70. That's going twice. And that's Caden. Sold. I believe. Who's saying no? Did someone take away your bid? You can't do that, can you? I don't think so. You can't say it then take it back. Or was it because, let me see. I'm going to scroll up. Is it because you drove up the price a little bit more than you needed to? That's okay. You're not the first. All right, so Quotai will now complete his roster. So that's Quotai, Shepard, Swagger. Yeah, and Caden. All right. So 4 complete rosters thus far, and that will end the round now, Minnie. Going into the 3rd, coming up next.
All right, so captains, pay attention and watch the bidding channel for the nomination order, which will be posted by your auctioneer shortly. Yes, Ascend looking dangerous with as much money as many of the other captains combined at this point.
Yep. Pretty much free pickings in a sense. Not a bad strat. I'm still half expecting Shake and Bacon to show up and steal away players. Never know. But all right, so nominations are up again. This is again the 3rd round, beginning of the noms, and Philibus will be first nominated there by trespassing. A bunch of people picking Jay and single shot there, or Mr. Nate. Either way, single shot nominated by both of them apparently. Al from, is that like Al, like I'm nominating Al, or is that like Al, Jay just told me to shut up?
It is rough when your name is an interjection. All right, so Al, well, I think that means Al is nominated. We have Captain Will.
Yeah, we got also, let's see, National Agency now. And Zoom 15, we got Wonder, we got Far, and Duke Tygarb. So there's names coming up now on the list. Next up,
right. Kung wisely trying to nominate some players that he may be able to afford.
The list is going to be small for Kung and a lot of players. Like I said, it's pretty much just Ascend at this point with, in theory, unlimited funds compared to most. The next highest we have, let's see, Arrow Knight has a chunk, 550 there. Got 440 to Tony, 340 to Dipman. So, yeah, everyone else, though, is in that sub 100 or 100 to 200 range at this point. Let's see, we got Firebird there, nominated by Hecken. Young Onion from I Blow It Sports. We got Fontac nominated by The Moose. Anime for Life from Stuff Muff. Chucky Joseph nominating Soisy, and Caesar nominating Excelsior.
Al has already been nominated, I believe.
Yeah. Got Toki nominated now, as well as Phoenix. And is idiot a person, or are you just calling someone that? But all right, so, let's see. Link 1 now from Tony. There you go.
Captains lobbying for the players they want to be able to bid on, but did not have the nomination vote for.
All right, next up is somebody. Muser says Ascend. So Muser with a nomination. Oh, I see. You're calling Muser. Sorry, the captain. That's right. Billyism. All right, cool. Good to see Billy on the list. Got Chuck. Has Chuck not been nominated somehow yet? Surprising. All right, well, Chuck, not Norris on the board.
Auctioneer doing his best to keep things moving here. Team captains, keep your attention on the channel.
Pings
Looks
to
like
go
we
on.
are
543. Auctioneer doing text auctioneering there.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to see, Lil Guipo. All right, the Law is nominated.
The Law on the board now. And AXZ Beast. Well, all the meanwhile, again, heading into round 3 here, so starting to wind it down. Not a lot of people with too much in the budgets, as mentioned. The completed teams thus far are Quotai's team with Shepard, Swagger, and Caden. We got Random Person with Alduin, Aiden, and Echo Cameron. Selkoid with Late Toast, Beach Flare, and Boosty. And that's it so far. Everyone else still with only 1 or 2 players, so mostly 2. And yes, Al did get nominated.
The players asking if there will be a 4th round. Not sure if the auctioneer has a speedy answer for that or not, although we could try to do the math quickly. But I can tell you it's going to be close. If there is a 4th round, I don't think that a lot of the captains will have to participate.
Yeah, we're going till the teams go get all full here. So, I mean, we're getting there. Most of the teams here with 2 players, or 3 players, so just starting to wind it. All right, that said, bid now. All right, we can do that. Maybe.
Oh, we are bidding on filibusts. Apologies. All right, filibust, we had a vote. We had 50 from trespassing. Did we have any higher? No, we are still at 50 from trespassing. Shaken said 60. Is Shaken here? Oh no.
Is he? Oh boy.
Shaken is pulling up with 1,500. And he just bid 60.
Ascend just got some competition telling him to go home now.
Alright, so currently 60 to Shaken. Shaken, 60 going once. Going twice. Sold to Shaken for 60 is filibust.
Well, the dynamic has just shifted because, yeah, Shaken Bacon with that 1,500 starting budget. Approaching here in the 3rd round, and we'll get filibust there. So 60 Echo Bucks. So, yeah, 1,440 left on that one. Ascend has 1,085 and Wit on his team as well. And now the vote kick's going out for Shaken. People very unhappy about that. Well, don't blame others for your financial downfalls.
All right, run the single shot.
All right, single shot. So singles up, 270, 300. Going for Arrow Knight, 305 to Isolate. Isolate trying to have single shot join that team there alongside Chrome. We got 355 from Arrow Knight. 500 to Shaken Bacon Sandwich. It's a strong number, a hard to beat number. 500 from Shaken. Go in once. Everyone in the chat there is shaken. Go in twice. And it's sold. Shaken bacon sandwich getting single shot. Shaken bacon single. So just like that, Shaken Bacon has most of his team filled out. Filibust, single shot, and still plenty of money now to potentially secure that third very, very soon. Or that fourth, rather. My numbers are all messed up today. All right. Off to Ow.
All right. The last of the Team Spaghetti players up for draft. We have Ow, 300 from Shaken, 340 from Dipman, 350 from Shaken, 345 from Sir Dimwee, 355 from Sir Dimwee, 360 is Shaken. We're at 360 now. We have Ascend and Shaken, both holding out with big budgets. Current high bid is 360 from Shaken. 360 going once. 360 going twice. Sold to Shaken for 360 is Ow.
Wow. Well, just like that. Gone. Maybe not even gone. Maybe just biding the time, just sitting there, waiting for a few rounds, and 3 in a row just snags up all the players. Just like that. Shaken Bacon now with a complete team with a Filibust, single shot, and Ow.
Shaken is at 580, and he's not going to be able to spend it.
Yeah, he could have gone higher and higher for if he wanted to. So, all right, next one up, though. We've got Captain Will up for bid. Moose, 140, 150 to isolate. Nate Bro with 160, 165 to isolate now. Back up, it's Mr. Nate Bro, 170 for Captain Will here. Mr. Nate trying to get his last player here. 175, 180 to Mr. Nate, 85 to isolate, 200 now. Trespassing. Trespassing now, 200 the high bid, going once. Nate not happy about it. 205 from isolate. So 205 to isolate. Will be met with 230 though from trespassing. Trespassing now 230. Going once again. This is Captain Will being bid on. 230 going twice. Nope, it's 235 and 270 from Jay. Putting in, going in all in essentially here as it's superseded by trespassing. 290 and Jay will lose out on the player or maybe just driving the price. Who knows? Either or though, it's 290 to trespassing. Going once. It's going twice. It's sold. Captain will be joining trespassing. And that will complete Trespassing's roster with Jack G, Desirable, and now Captain Will.
Team's starting to fill out here.
Yeah, definitely getting there. And more zeros or sub 100 pocketbooks on the sheet I'm seeing here. So, yeah. But next up, National Agency.
All right, National Agency, we have 340 from Dipman. 340 from Dipman. Going once. Going twice. Sold for 340 to Dipman is National Agency.
All right, that was quick. And National Agency, yeah, going right over to Dip there. And speaking of Dip, well, Shaken is dipping, as he says there in the Discord. Happy bidding, I'm out. The man moves like the wind. Comes in. Ruffles feathers, leaves. Legend. SSVC. Anyway, up next, Zoom 15. On the board here, there's a stats by Ignite. I got Kung putting in 10. I believe Kung also was the nominator, I feel like, maybe, perhaps. It was either Kung or Jay. Either or. That's going once already. It's going twice. It's sold. So Zoom will go over to Team Kung, joining him and Saluna. So we'll see what Zoom can do. We already know what Kung and Saluna could do.
All right, well, Kung does indeed take his own nomination. All right, up next is Wonder. Let's get some bids on Wonder. Tony starts off the bidding with 10. Steele underbids Tony. That is not going to work. Tony still at 10. Kotai typing. Tony at 10, going once. Tony at 10, going twice. And Wonder is sold for 10 to Tony.
All right, yeah. So Tony now will that get no, second player on the roster actually. So Wonder will be joining Tony and Sweet. Tony has 430 remaining in the budget. Tony time, yeah. Still some more time though to get the fourth player on the roster. And next up, coming up quick, coming up near, coming up far from Ignites. It's 430 from Tony to start things off here as well. We've got Moose and Steel trying to get in those bids, but will be high bid there to Tony, 430. So that's going once. That's all of the budget. Going twice. And sold. It's going to Tony. That's far out. And far goes into the roster. So Tony now, after some back-to-back wins there, will have Sweet, Wonder, and Far on the team.
All right, Palidore. I actually am not sure who was supposed to be our next up here. Duke Tygarbs. All right, we have a bid of 10 from Lulz. Lulz with the bid of 10. 10 going once. 10 going twice. Sold to Lulz for 10.
No pretending. All right. So Tygarbs over to Lulz are the best. Very happy with that acquisition. And Rocktor questioning, how come Tygarbs went for so cheap? Well, everyone's broke. State of our economy here in Seal. But all right, Firebird right up next here. Firebird being bid on. 50 from Hecken. 30 from... So high is still to Hecken. 50 going once. 50 going twice. 55, though, from the Moose. All right, so Moose deciding to put in that bid, 55, last second. So 55 is going to go once now to the Moose. It's 55 going twice. And last chance. Nope. Okay, sold. So Hecken is out of it, and Moose is with it. Now, that is to say Firebird. So Firebird being added to Moose's team, and let's see, that will be the completion of Moose's team. So it's Moose, the Moose, Big Bot, Mozzie, and Firebird.
Great. Next up, I think we have Young Onion. Player that I am not familiar with, but maybe that's on me. Some of these sleepers coming in here. And we have 65 from I Blow at Sports 70 from Arrow Knight. Looks like somebody knows who this man is. We have 65 from I Blow at Sports 70 from Arrow Knight. 70 going once. 70 going twice. I Blow at Sports is out of money. And Young Onion is joining Arrow Knight's team for 70.
I blow my money, he says. So his pocketbooks are just about empty, as are a lot of players here. But yeah, so that will be Young Onion going to Arrow, and let's see, where are my eyes? There it is. So that'll be Arrow Knight, Palace, and Young Onion on a team together. Arrow Knight still has 480 left in the budget. And yeah, Sen saying I can have anyone. That is correct, pretty much. Yeah, leading the pack very firmly in the budget. So the moment you see a Sen typing, well, that's going to be the moment that you know where that player is probably going to go to. Anyway, Fontac here.
Yeah, Fontac.
Was it me or you? I can't even remember now.
Go ahead and take it away, Palidore.
I'm going to take it. All right. Well, Fontac is up for bid now, and there will be, let's see, Caesar with a 40 on the bid. And 50 now to Caesar after Muser's 45, so maybe a two-person race here for Fontac. And it's going to be 60 now to Caesar, so up by 5 on the increments here. Again, two-man race. Going to see a 65? Yes, no, maybe. Going once to Caesar. That's going twice to Caesar. Nope, but isolates. jumping in for 65, but then Caesar right back with 70. So 70 now, the high bid going once. That's 70 going twice. And that is sold. So Caesar will be wearing Fontac as a teammate here on the roster, and that will also complete Caesar's roster, along with Fancy and Callan. Fontac will be joining that one. So another complete team here. Still just eyeballing it. I think something like 2/3 of the team's still yet to have a third player. So, all right, next up.
All right, Anime for Life is up. We have a bid out already. 30, 50 from Hecken. Quotai is typing. We have 50 from Hecken going once. 50 from Hecken going twice. Sold to Hecken for 50 is Anime for Life.
That's a pretty good pickup, honestly. I mean, again, you're seeing a lot of these players now late here. Just not a lot of money to go around, but definitely comparative to earlier rounds, good pickup. Really is. So Anime for Life from Space Force will be joining Steel there, or Hecken there. So let's see, Hecken's team now, is that finished up?
Indeed it is. That team will be Hecken, my teammate and co-founder of Spaghetti Meatballer, myself, and Anime for Life.
Ah, there you go. That's also a solid team. See, a lot of, like I said, I was interested in seeing how the strategies would play off money-wise. And, you know, we're seeing players at this point, you know, they can get who they get. And that said, we're getting right on to the next one, which is Soisy. A lot of bids up there here. All sub 100 because of the budgets. But, yeah, I mean, high one right now is Sir Dimwee. Nope, actually make that Mr. Nate, bro, with a 105. So 105 Echo Bucks bidding here on Soisy. That's going once to Mr. Nate, bro, but I see some typing going on. Can you wait for a player that isn't nominated? Well, we're going until teams are filled, so take that as you will. But yeah, that's 105 going twice to Mr. Nate, bro. Soisy from Hydro about to go to the bro, and it is over. It's 105. Mr. Nate. And that will complete Mr. Nate's team now, along with Zenith, C. Jason, and now Soisy. So another good pickup here. As these players, let's see, now we're about half the team's now still looking for their third. So next up, Excelsior.
Right, Excelsior. We have a bid for 30 on Steel Skydiver. Hecken says he's cracked. Tony recommends him too. And is he going to sell for 30? We have Steel Skydiver hoping he will. Excelsior for 30 going once. Going twice. Muser, 40. We're at 40. We have now 40. Anyone 50. 40 going once. 40 going twice. Sold for 40 to Muser is Excelsior.
Excelsior getting all the hype men behind him on in the Discord there. So, all right, Excelsior sold, and Muser's team now will be Muser, Skyla, White Fox, and Excelsior. So that team now complete. And Link One up next on the bid from Wrath. And oh, well, we know who's getting. I don't even need to say it, do I? Going once, twice, sold to Ascend, 495.
And that, I think, is Eason's third pickup. Some teams starting to round out, so he currently we have Ascend, Wit, and Link 1. He still has another pick.
Yeah. Next highest was on the budget was Arrow Knight with 480. So Ascend, like I said, when he bids, it was his.
Currently bidding on Toki. All right, so Lil Guipo with the high bid of 50. A few bids popping out there. Lil Guipo at 50. Can we get 60? Several people are typing. No, all right, 50 going once to Lil Guipo. 50 going twice. And Toki is sold to Lil Guipo for 50.
All right, so Guipo now picking up if my eyes would work here. There he is. Okay, so it will be Little Guipo, Kaznaz, Chocolate, and now Toki on that complete team.
Yeah, so I think we will have a round 4 coming up, and if my math is right, there's going to be around 10 captains still participating in this upcoming round 4, something in that neighborhood.
Yeah, so still some more to burn, but we are winding it down here as we burn through all these pocketbooks. It's 30 from Steel Sky here on Phoenix. On that note, so Phoenix up for auction. And again, earlier on in the day, a lot of these prices would have been perhaps higher. 30 from Steel Sky will be once, and 35 though from I Blow It Sports. So 35 here for I Blow It Sports, trying to claim Phoenix to the team. Steel unhappy. No cap, actually all caps. So 35 to I Blow It Sports. 35 going once and twice. 65 question mark? Are we pulling a Tony again? 65. Okay, 35 to I Blow It Sports. That's sold, I guess, to I Blow It Sports. Either or, though. I believe that is the full roster for sports as well. Yep. So
Indeed it is.
VTS King, Jay DeBeka, and Phoenix will join I Blow It Sports on his team. There we go.
We have Billy up. All right, 30, 35 from Isolate. These guys are giving almost all they have remaining in their budget, unless you are Isolate. All right, 35 for Billy. Can we get 40? 35 going once. 35 going twice. Sold to Isolate for 35. So he will join Isolate and Chrome over on Team Isolate.
Yeah, so Isolate, the last player without a second draft, but now joining that bunch. And now it's the time. The time is now, as the sentence says. So here we go. Next up, it's Chuck, not Norris. Up for bid. Bidding is open. Sen saying 590. GG. No re. Unless you're the rest of the chat who are reing plenty. That's going to be sold to Ascend, completing his team. And that what a team that is. Ascend, Wit, Link One, and Chuck. Ferocious. All right.
Very respectable team, absolutely. All right, and the Law. Aeronite comes out and bids 480. I don't think. Well, I'll hold my tongue. All right, 480 going once. 480 going twice. Sold is the Law. Aeronite claims the Law to round out his roster. It's going to be Aeronite, Palace, Young Onion, and the Law. Our team Aeronite.
Yeah, now we're as we wind down, we are definitely seeing how that, again, the economics of all those early bids have played out, because now you got a couple players in a row here who got the players that they wanted in this round. You know, no contest pretty much. So solid roster there just as well.
All right.
And yeah, AXZ Beast is up for bid there. We are winding it down here, and oh, actually, I want to make a note. I was wrong. Sir Dimwee actually is the last remaining player without a second drafted player yet. My mistake. Any bids going on? Once, twice? Or shall we continue to the next round? Okay, so that's back to the draft pool, and I believe we're back to noms now?
Wait, was Pigeon nominated? I thought Pigeon was nominated.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, yeah, I am in fact wrong. There was one more. My mistake. Pigeon is up on the board next. That is correct.
We'll wait for the auctioneer to make it official here. All right, Pigeon is up for auction. Diverting comes out for 50. 50 for Pigeon, going once. going twice. And Pigeon is sold to Diverting Rose for 50.
All right, so Diverting Rose now completing that roster, along with Artie, Ender, and now that green Pigeon. So winding it down now. Not too many teams left who need players, but we will indeed have another round of nominations, it looks like here. Player with the highest remaining budget, looking like Mr., or should I say Sir, Dimwee. 400 there, along with Strem on his team. Got Stuff Muff with 350, Jaywalker with 270, unsuccessful in that round on getting another player. Isolate with 315, and everyone else looking mighty slim.
All right, Auctioneer says trespassing. Go and nominate. Jay nominates Cinnabon.
I can go for one of those right now.
Trespassing says he has a full team. All right.
Yeah, I guess if your team's full, you're not nominating as I understand it. So Rock Tour next, it looks like. Rock Tour putting up Prometheus. Or yes. Don't nominate if you're full. That is apparently correct. Kung with Treason. Someone go arrest him. And Newton Dad nominated there. Got Paravallo nominated by Dimwee. Got Newt there, Punitive. List going smaller. Yeah, for anyone also in the Discord, as Prime noted, or in the Twitch, there's a spreadsheet link in the Discord there, somewhere in the Scrim Organizer.
Paravallo has already been nominated. Knight has not. So Knight from Dimwee. We have Belove from Stuff Muff.
Belove, there you
go. Chucky Joseph, does Chucky still have a vote here? I think he does. Yes, so Klex. Isolate nominates Mort. And then we have Wagwar from Steel Skydiver. So
right.
My quick count says I think that should be everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I'll believe you. I don't know. Don't ask me to math, but I feel like our math is probably decent. All right, so we're going to start now this fourth and final round, it would seem here, with Connemara. So Connemara, up for grabs. Wait, is Connemara?
He was going by the tag Cinnabon.
Oh. All right, well.
Not confirmed, so bid at your own risk. Indeed.
All right, well, that's a strong pick. Jay went all in, and Jay got shut out. Running theme. 315 Isolate is the high. You're welcome. 350 to Stuff Muff there. Jay thinking I should stuff my mouth right now. Just 350 though to Stuff. That's gonna be, I think. Let's see who has the budget for it. Not many people. So going once, going twice. Connemara Chaos with the disclaimer attached is gonna be sold to Stuff Muff.
All right, so 350 to Stuff Muff. If he does indeed play, a very nice last-minute pickup.
Yeah, apparently. So that was the Cinnabon. I think juked a lot of the captains here are a little bit surprised to find Connemara there. But next up, Prometheus. Here we go.
All right, we have 35 from Rocktor. He really does not want to be outbid. 35 for Rocktor going once. 35 for Rocktor going twice. And he will not be outbid. 35 to Rocktor goes Prometheus.
All right, keeping that flame alive, and Rocktor getting his team complete now, along with Ryan and Whoosh. So, again, I mean, we're seeing a lot of these solid rosters form up, and especially with some of these later picks where the money isn't so plentiful anymore. I mean, you know, it's kind of balancing out a bit here late, and Rocktor finishing out his team there. As we go off to the next one, it's Treason on the bid.
Counting down here, I think we have about 9 or 10 bids left to go. We have 145 from Kung. I don't think anyone's going to top that, but they will have a chance. Going once at 145. Going twice. Sold to Kung for 145 is Treason.
And that'll complete Kung's team alongside Saluna and Zoom 15. Treason 0 will be joining. And next up will be Newton Dad, it would seem.
Yes, Newton Dad is expected to be next up, and indeed he is. Let the bids begin for Newton Dad.
All right, Newton Dad hecking all of the money.
Hecken, unfortunately, has no money remaining.
So, in that case, not necessarily Lion, just all of the money, which means 0 for Hecken. 15, though, to Steel Sky, bidding here on Newton Dad. So, 15, is that going to be going once? Going twice? Giving us a little bit of time, and going to be sold. All right, so 15, Steel Skydiver, claiming Newton Dad onto the roster. That'll complete Steel's team. So that's Newton Dad, Moonface, and Supreme there with Steel Skydiver's team.
Alrighty, so next up should be not Newt quite yet, but Paravallo of Barrage.
All right.
Auctioneer says go. Alright, so 100 from Sir Dimwee. 100 going once. 100 going twice. We are bidding on Paravallo. And sold to Sir Dimwee. Paravallo for 100.
Paravallo now, let's see, that's going to be joining, yes, Strem and Dimwee. So there you go, strong team as well. Very good price.
So now I think we have Newt.
Yep, all right, so we got Dad, now we got Newt.
Lowell's bids 5. Is Lowell's a teammate? I think he's allowed to pay double, right?
Maybe?
Alright, well, are we gonna get any other bids? Going once. Going twice. And I think that is a sale. So Lowell's are the best. Claims teammate Newt for his team.
All right, so now will be another roster filled up here. If my eyes could work again.
All right, next up, Punitive.
Let's see, is that Knight? Is that correct? That's what I'm seeing on my overlay is Knight Punitive. Well, either way.
I don't think Punitive is listed on your slides right now, but we are bidding on Punitive.
All right, well, Punitive up for grabs here. We got Steel with the 30 there. Looking to pick up Punitive, and that may be it. Let's see, going once. Punitive going twice. And sold. So Punitive going over there to Steel for 30.
Just a few players still holding out. Let's see who will claim Knight, who is next up for the bid.
And Steel's roster there, Moonface, Supreme, and Punitive just by the by.
Looks like Dimwee bids 300. He is all in. Just about. Will that do it? Anyone going to outbid Sir Dimwee at 300 for Knight?
Can anyone outbid him?
Looks like no one will. It will be claimed by the Seal bot. And Dimwee has one Knight for 300. Next up, B-Love.
All right, B-Love here on the list, and there's Jay with 270. Denied by Isolate 315. 315 to Isolate, going once, going twice, and sold. All right, so Isolate with B-Love now on the roster, and that roster will be Isolate, Chrome, Billyisms, and B-Love. Another solid roster.
All right, so I think we have 3 players and 3 empty spots remaining. So next up is Klex.
All right, so Klex up for grabs now, and don't worry, Jay, save your bucks. Wait for the surprise last entry. Me. Just kidding. All right, any bids? Any bids? I know we're getting close and down to the wire, and let's see.
How do we want to?
Only need 3. There are only 3 teams remaining with a roster spot to fill. So.
All right. Looks like currently no bids for Klex. Auctioneer will tell us how to go forward if we're doing a 5th round. But next up is Mort. 270 from Jay on Mort. Anyone going to outbid Jay? Can anyone outbid Jay? I do not believe so. Mort goes to Team Jaywalker.
Yeah, that's another good grab. I think one of those cases too, a little bit lower key since Mort played I think in preseason, then dipped for a while, came back partway through season 2 and such. Actually, a very good pickup though. So that's a really nice grab, and Jaywalker will finish the team now. With Cruise in Prime and Mort on the team. So solid.
Yes, Swag War. Last but not least for this round. Do we have any bids?
Only remaining players who can at this point, Chucky Joseph and Dylan.
Dylan and Chucky, let us know yes or no. You have about 5 seconds. All right, that is a pass from both. Dylan is out, they say. Is Dylan out? Dylan is out of money. All right, so there is no bid from Chucky Joseph. Does Dylan bid 0? All right. So my understanding is this is a pass.
Oh yeah, because Dylan does have no money, so not sure how that is handled, but nonetheless, let's see. Inform us, Auctioneer. So Chucky gets who he nominates at this point, essentially, since there are only 2 teams left.
All right, so it looks like Knife Rich goes to Chucky, and Dylan gets to have his pick, and he will take Taco.
I want tacos too, but that's separate from this draft. All right, well, so there you go. On Thursday, yeah, that's the one. All right, so Taco is going to Dylan, and Knife going to Hagen there. So, all right, yeah, that will in fact do it. Just confirming on my own end, and we got through that a bit faster than I expected, honestly, all things considered. So. That will be the draft, I do suppose. That was fun. I know a lot of people were tuning in. There peaked out at like 140 and above 100 for the majority of the time. So, wow. Okay. So Seal is now going to be, well, underway very, very soon. The teams are complete. Our 28 captains. Kind of had another case where it started off really high on the bids. We saw it play a huge factor in rounds 2, 3, and 4, especially 3 and 4. You know, seeing Shake and Bacon swoop in as well as Ascend. They pretty much had free pickings for the players that going into that round, and some interesting things. There's a lot of well-balanced teams, I think, in here. Yeah, what's your opinion, Minnie?
Yeah, I think a few captains, in my opinion, definitely came out on top. But I will let everyone discuss and debate amongst themselves. I can't wait to see what everyone thinks in the Seal chat or the Seal Talk channel in the coming days. This is kind of the Hype Echo event going on at the moment, and it's gonna be cool to see what everyone thinks and how things shook out. But I agree with you, Palidore. I think these teams, a lot of them look pretty even, and there's going to be some awesome games. It's not easy. You can't just look at this and call a winner right away. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll definitely, hope to either cast and or tune into a lot of these games coming up in the very near future. So with that said, that's going to do it for us, I do believe. Thanks everyone on Twitch for watching, and thanks all the captains for coming in, making it entertaining. All the chatters in Twitch, and I Blow It Sports for doing an awful lot there on the organization end, along with several other players. I'm not really going to name a list because I know I'll forget someone otherwise, but nonetheless, thanks for all the organization, for all the hard work, and yeah, tune in to Seal over the coming weeks. Going to be really fun. So till then, I've been Palidore. That's been Minihat. It's been quite a fun time. And anything left you want to say, or shall we sign out?
Think we can sign off for the night, Palidore.
Okay, well, I know this ain't VRML, but I've been Palidore, and be happy, healthy, safe, all that good stuff. Yeah, and we'll see you again real soon.